This is a target game called bowling. It's bowling bingo. It's for elementary school. This is a game for target games, and you will need gator balls, pins, a line, and you will set it up, and you want even groups, and you don't want no more than 6. That way you don't have a lot of standing around, things like that. The first thing you want to do is figure out where you're going to put your pins. I would do it across the court. You're going to set up each few stations depending on how many kids you have, just like this. You're going to have your line so they know where to bowl from. I even added some jump ropes. That way the kids that wasn't bowling at that point could jump rope as the other kids went. And then you want to have your line behind that where they're supposed to bowl. And then I used gator balls to bowl with. If you don't have pins, you can use different cones, different colors, things like that. Use what you got. And they're just going to bowl and try to hit as many pins as they can. Or for this game, this will be their bingo sheet that each station or each group will have. You can give them a marker. You can have it on dry erase boards, however you would like. So they just want to get 4 across, going up, going across, side to side, whichever way. So if they get a strike, they can mark off one of those places. But this will make them use team skills. That way they know what they need to get. Say if they get, let's look at the first row of things, is get a strike and then knock down 3 pins, knock down all pins but the front pin, and then create a split. So if they're going for that one, if they get the first 2, they know the next thing they need to get is knock down all the pins but the front pin. Or they can just go until they get 4 across, 4 diagonal, whichever. And then the team that gets that adds a little bit of competition. If you don't want it to be competition, then you can just say once you get that, then you can move on to the next level. The next level, if you want to make this a little bit harder, make them bowl with blindfolds on or backwards, but still using the same sheet to try to do the bingo. That way they can advance or do different things or move the line back. If you look in the top right corner, it's create a split. You'll want to make sure that you tell them what creating a split is. Creating a split would be knocking down pins in between the others. So there has to be 2 of the outside pins. So if I only use 6 pins, going 1, 2, and 3, you'd have to knock down all the pins except for the back 2 pins to create a split. Things like that. So this is bowling bingo. Adds teamwork. You can add what you want to it. If you want to change up the bingo, if you get 2 pins knocked down, then you do 2 jumping jacks, things like that, and then you can mark it off. This is just a fun game for elementary. It's target games. It's bowling bingo.